Right folks, I'm going to take you straight into my garage to highlight two unique features of this mini pump. If you like unboxings, I've included that towards the end of the video and chaptered the video so you can look in the video description and go straight there if you wish. So let's go straight to the garage and show you these unique features. So here we go, it's time to fit the Tiny Tyre Pump 200 to my seat post. Now a word of advice, it's common sense really, don't fit the Tiny Tyre Pump to this part. If you've got a dropper post, I recommend you fit it to the lower part. Fitting it of course is dead easy, you just put this piece onto the seat post and pull the rubber section round and clip it in. Now this connector is very similar to a Garmin connection, but it's a much smaller size than a Garmin, so don't be trying to use a Garmin adapter to connect this. It has to be the one that comes with the tiny pump. So that's the pump bracket securely fastened, and there we have it. Connecting it to the seat post could not be any easier. And just look at how bright that is. That is awesome. And then to change the mode on the bike light, you simply press the power button and you get this swirling motion mode, which must be really visible to cars at night time. And then the next mode is simply your classic flashing mode, which also looks great. This really is a high intensity light that's going to keep you safe on the roads. A wonderful feature of this rechargeable bike pump. So here I am out and about on a mountain biking trail with the Tiny Tyre Pump 200. So at some point in the trail I'm going to simulate having a puncture and see how good this piece of kit is. So somewhat up ahead I'm going to simulate having a puncture. I'm going to let my tyre down and I'm going to inflate it again, and then I'm going to pump it back up with the Tiny Tyre Pump 200 and see how long it takes. So what better place than to cycle down to the loch. Oh, look at that, we've got a flock of geese here. A mixture of seabirds. I'll not get too close, I don't want to frighten them. And so this is a really good place to try out the tyre pump. Not sure what seabirds they are, to be honest, but let's give this tyre pump a go, shall we? So let's fully deflate this tyre and pump it up again with a Tiny Tyre Pump. So there you go, flat as a fart as they say, completely deflated. Let's put the Tiny Tyre Pump onto it and see how quickly it can blow it back up. So here we go, let's just detach it, it's that easy, there you go. What a lovely setting we have here for this, eh folks? So by pressing the up and down buttons you can set it to your preferred tyre pressure. Mine is usually 30 to 35. I'm going to set this one to 32. Oh God, I can hear you boys out there saying, what? He sets his tyres to 32. Remember, my name's Big Stoozer and I'm 18 stone. So high tyre pressures are essential for me. So let's do this, I'm going to time it. So here we go. Just checking my watch, see how long it's taking. That's coming up to 45 seconds. go. That's taken a total of 1 minute and 10 seconds to inflate the tyre from totally flat to 30 psi. So there you go, the tiny tyre pump just took over a minute to fully inflate my front tyre from completely flat to 30 psi. So that'll do for me, folks. And I checked the battery and there was still 3 bars on it, probably about 70% of charge left, so that's more than enough. If you found yourself on a trail, I think it'd cover about 3 punctures or 3 tyre inflations anyway, up to about 30 psi, possibly more. I'm delighted with it. I'm going to show you some other features on the tiny tyre pump that I really like now. And one of the best things about this Flextail tiny tyre pump is that you can hold it without having a protective cover. It doesn't get really hot when you're pumping up your tyre. I've got another brand, a cheaper brand actually, where you have to put a silicone case on. This has got heat dissipation, which means you can actually hold the thing itself when you're inflating a tyre. That's another great feature that I really like. And let's not forget how stylish this thing looks. How good it looks in comparison to other rechargeable pumps. I mean, how stylish is this? Very sleek design. It just looks great. I really like the fact that I've gone to the trouble of putting some dust caps on the tiny tyre pump, obviously to protect it from grit and what have you. And there you go, there's one there that protects the USB-C port, and the other one, of course, that protects the actual valve outlet itself. I have had other rechargeable tyre pumps that have got all sorts of grit and rubbish in, so having these protective caps for both the USB-C inlet and the valve outlet is a great feature. Well, folks, would you believe it? We're having a heat wave here in Scotland. I'm sure you can see the beads of sweat dripping down from my brow, and it's supposed to be lasting for a few days more. So here I am in the camper van, and I'm very excited to tell you that I've just received this product to test and review. It's the Flextail Tiny Tyre Pump 200, which can pump tyres up to a maximum of 130 psi. As you all know, I'm an avid cross-country mountain biker, so I will of course be taking this beauty out to test it on the trails. But something's happened to my camper van. Some of you may have tyre pressure detection in your vehicles. Well, it's just come up on the screen of my California Ocean that one of the tyres, or more than one, have become deflated below the recommended levels. So I'm going to use this to put things right on the camper van. Time to put the glasses on and unbox this wee beauty. So let's see what it looks like. Here she is. All nicely wrapped up in protective cellophane. And there we have it, folks. That looks very nice indeed. Look at that. Also inside the box is this, a USB A to C charging lead, and of course the adapter for pumping up the tyres. You can swap between Presta valves and Schrader. Also included, of course, is a wee instruction booklet, which is very easy to follow, by the way. Now, you may have already noticed that this tyre pump, rechargeable tyre pump, comes with a very unique feature, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's very simple to operate. It's a rear bike light. Just watch this. All you do is press the on-off button and keep it pressed Wait for it, look at that. And you press the power button again for different modes. Press it again, you've got the flashing mode. Press it again, it turns it off. What a fantastic feature. I often find myself getting home late, especially in the winter months on my mountain bike, and I tell you what, that's going to be on my seat post, because also it comes with a seat post fixing and a sort of Garmin style connector, which is dead easy to fit to your seat post, and I'll show you that when I take it out on the trail. Turning on the pump is dead easy. You just press the power button 1, and then you find yourself with the option to set your tyre pressure, which is easily done by simply pressing the minus key to the tyre pressure you want, and then you would insert the valve, of course, onto the tyre and simply press the power button. Well, the heat in this camper van's getting unbearable. This really is the hottest weather I've had in Scotland for a long time. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get outside the camper van and I'm going to inflate the tyres on the camper van to get rid of the deflated tyre warning on the display in the van. So I have received a warning in my camper van that one of the tyres is deflated. So I'm going to use the tiny tyre pump to put matters right. But before I attempt to inflate the tyres on the camper van, I need to read the instructions and see how to set it up for a shredder valve. So setting it up for the shredder valve could not be any easier. As you can see, it already arrives with the attachment to pump up your bike tyres with the Presta setting. The quickest way to set it up for a shredder valve is to simply undo that, as you've just seen me do, and simply attach the extension hose for the shredder valve. It couldn't be that easier. So for my set of tyres, which is the 255/45, the front unladen should be 44. I identified that the driver's tyre was the problem, so it needed pumping up from 42 psi to 44. And simply press the power button. And when the desired tyre pressure is reached, the tiny pump simply switches itself off. Well, I hope you have enjoyed Big Stoozer's review of the Tiny Tyre Pump 200 by Flextail. I'll get straight to the point. The features that I love the most are the fact that you can simply attach it to your seat post, and it's also a smart tail light with 3 different modes, not forgetting that it's a really powerful rechargeable bike pump that you can basically, it is genuinely pocket sized, that you can put in your pocket as well, or just your jacket pocket, even your trouser pocket. It really is portable and easy to carry. And don't forget, with this particular wee pump, you can actually hold it in your hands and pump the tyre up without it getting too hot to handle. Other wee pumps I've used, I've pointed this out already, you have to put on a silicone case in order to blow the tyre up. This thing's got a heat dissipation system of some kind, so you can safely handle it whilst you're pumping a tyre up. So if you like what you see, just go out and buy it. I'm sure you will not regret it, and there's a nice wee discount if you use the link in the video description below this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Big Stoozer Adventures and to like, share this video. It really helps the channel. Anyway, from me, for now, cheery bye.